Hello there, family. I didn't see you there. And welcome back to another edition of Midweek Moment with the Crenshaws. I am Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I'm joined by the best part of my day, the water to my oil.
All right, now. What?
Actually, no, I don't think that mix.
What?
Water and oil don't mix.
No,
The oil to my vinegar. That's better? Because we make a really good salad dressing.
Salad dressing, yes.
There we go. The oil to my vinegar.
Come on now. We're going to put like Italian dressing in it.
Yeah, we'll put a little Italian seasoning.
Come on, let's spice it up because we spicy. We
bit.
spicy, baby. We spicy.
The rib that completes me.
Yes.
The Wheezy to my George.
Come on, Jeffersons, without a doubt, huh? See how quick I was? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
This is where you actually come in.
What's going on, family? What's going on? I am Angela Crenshaw. Guys, what is going on? Why you had to tell me to come in? That's sad.
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
You see what happened? We have a little bit of difficulty from last week, and I lost everything.
Yeah, so we're going to get into that in just a moment.
Yeah, in just a moment.
Yeah, we're going to kind of get into that in just a
My
moment.
goodness.
But before we begin, as always, I always want to start with just by thanking the family.
Yes, family, thank
guys,
you.
We thank you so much for just being a part of what we do. Mm-hmm. We thank you so much for just sticking in with us.
Yes.
For our new family members, welcome.
Welcome to the room.
Wow.
I didn't know this time.
You didn't know this time.
I didn't know this time. Go ahead, baby.
So, family, however you found us, whether it's it's not Instagram.
What? That's
a little later. That's a little later. But whether it's iTunes, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Google Play, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's iHeartRadio, or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. Family, we thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
For our returning family members, you already know how we feel about you.
We love you.
We love you guys so much. We're so appreciative of you.
Words heart.
Words of heart.
Words of heart.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
We are so grateful for you. We're grateful for the love. We're grateful for you allowing us into your home, allowing us into your life, allowing us into your ears. Mm-hmm. Guys, we just thank you so much for that.
Thank you guys so much.
As always, welcome to the cookout.
Yes. Make sure you bring some aluminum foil so you can take something with you today, guys. Right. Today.
One of the things we always say is that we like to have fun with our podcast, with our conversations. There will be some times we may go down a rabbit hole.
A lot of times.
There will be some times where the conversation we start with is not necessarily the conversation we end with, but it's okay. But one thing we always try to do is we always try to leave you with something. We try to give you something that you can apply to your life, something that you can take away. So we tell you, bring your aluminum foil so you can take something with you.
Yes, and we appreciate that. Come on now.
Do. And as I was saying,
we on the socials.
As I was saying the first time, thank you very much. So we consider ourselves an interactive podcast. So what that means is that we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all in the Crenshaw Corner. And of course, at any time you can email us at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Because, family, we love to hear from you.
Yes, always. And thank you for everybody who does reach out to us all the time.
Yes.
Shout out to you guys who send us your questions, your theories, your thoughts, your love, your expressions.
Telling my wife when she's wrong. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
That barely happens, but, I'm not going to talk about it.
It happens more than she wants to talk about, but it's a beautiful thing.
Whatever, babe.
But before we go too far into it, so, family.
Oh, my goodness.
If you listen to Friday's episode,
my God,
you realize, hey, you guys said you were doing a series.
Right.
Enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't enough is enough. That was actually a rebroadcast of a previous show.
Which we hope you enjoyed,
We
though.
hope you enjoyed it.
Because that was an early.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones.
Yeah, what was that again, baby?
How the Crenshaws got their groove back.
My goodness, we still grooving.
That episode actually first aired, I want to say, like February 21st.
Wow. We're coming up on February again.
Yeah, which is crazy when we think about it.
So that was a double digit. That was a single digit.
That was a single digit episode.
That was a single digit episode, yes.
So, family, just want to kind of elaborate a little bit. I know in the beginning of that initial podcast, I gave kind of a little explanation. So let's kind of get into it just real quick.
Yeah.
So, of course, we live in the world of technology. And what that means is that sometimes technology works and then sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it's different.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little different.
Right.
Now, what I will not do in public airways is speak bad about technology, because when the robots come to take over, I want to be on their side.
Right. We don't need no karma or nothing else.
So, Siri, I love you.
Yeah.
Alexa, I love you.
Echo, all of y'all.
I love you.
All of y'all.
So let me just put that out there. So when a robot revolution take over,
the Crenshaws want to be in the number.
I'm on your side.
We want to be in the number. Amen.
So, but we had this wonderful episode put together for you.
Amazing.
An amazing guest that we had for you.
Yes.
And then you go into the editing process, and then you go to the upload process, and then
there you go.
There you go. And so, yeah, unfortunately, with technology not wanting to work properly, yeah, that episode is gone.
Yes.
But we, like I said in the beginning of the previous episode, we will be bringing you that episode.
Yes, Friday. Friday we will.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do
was kind of a continuation
of the decluttering.
When
enough is enough.
When enough is enough.
The house version.
Because what we don't want to do, because we really feel good about this series. We feel like it's going to help a lot of people. We're going to bring a lot of good information forth. Right. But it's a certain order that we do want to do this in. So we're kind of stepping back just a little bit, because the episode that we planned on having, which would follow it with a guest on Friday's episode,
right?
It wouldn't make any sense right now, because we still want to air the first episode,
right?
So it just wouldn't make any sense. So
we're going to stay right here.
We're going to stay right here from Stay in this pocket. This
pocket's where we are.
Yeah.
Like the dance pocket. Yeah. Side to side. Don't do nothing extra.
You do that two-step. You stay in that two-step.
Yes, two-step. And you look good when you stay in the two-step.
You look good. You look good.
So we're going to stay in the two-step right here.
Which actually, I do kind of want to talk about this.
The two-step?
Not the two-step.
Oh.
But I'm actually kind of glad we're staying in the home decluttering.
Uh-oh.
Because I realized.
That's creepy.
Well, I realized there was a part of that conversation that we didn't have.
And what was that?
And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put your business in the street.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, I'm going to put all your business in the street.
Go ahead, babe. I'm listening.
So, family understanding. And we've said this multiple times before, but if you're new to us, this may be the first time you heard it. But one of the things the Crenshaws do, we believe in downsizing. We do. So as a child leaves, as a child comes, we believe in adjusting our home accordingly.
Right.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. So, children left. We were initially in a 3-bedroom. We had some kids leave. Went down to a 2-bedroom.
Had some kids come back. Went back to a 3-bedroom.
Had some kids come back. Went back to a 3-bedroom. Had some kids leave, went down to a 2. Had some kids leave, went down to a 1.
Attached garage. Come on.
Attached garage.
Best place we ever lived.
Best place we ever lived.
And then we thought, because it was a flow going, no kids was coming back for a while, so we detached from the garage and went into a studio.
And went to a 1-bedroom, as I say, 1-bedroom studio.
Yeah. You can come through our door and look at the whole house.
And we're okay with that.
And we love it, y'all. Y'all don't even know how much we love it.
Because it may not work for anyone else, but it works for the Crenshaws.
But it worked for the Crenshaws.
And so what we did is that, like I said, so we downsized to basically a 1-bedroom studio. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I noticed is that we lost the detached garage, but we still obtained a detached garage.
Because we didn't move from all of those apartments. And so, because we're apartment, don't be judging us. We are apartment.
We're apartment living.
We love it. Probably going to have to change it because we have grandchild.
I mean, eventually we'll get a house.
And we have parents that are seasoned, that are getting older, that may have to come our way.
But I enjoy the freedom of an apartment living right now.
We love apartment living, guys. I know, do not reach out to us about, but you know how much money we say? We understand the concept. We get it.
The tax breaks. Yes. I get all that.
But right now, we love apartment living. So let us live, people. Let us live. Amen?
So, but then and my wife for the longest time has told me that philosophy. That, because we came from this, and now we're in this, and so we have to have the garage. But then I realized, I had an epiphany.
When did you have that?
The light bulb went off.
When did it do it?
It actually went off a couple of months ago.
Okay, cool.
It went off, and I realized, but we don't use not nothing in that garage.
I don't believe you.
We don't use not nothing.
No, okay. So let's start. Okay, guys. Here. Let me help y'all with this. Amen. Let me help. I could preach this if I wanted to, but I'm not even going to preach it because. No, I'm not going to. Listen. So it looked like it's a lot because what we have a tendency of doing for our children is holding on today stuff. Now, here's the thing. Our beautiful children have their own houses. But for some reason, they stuff never leave our area. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct, but that's your fault too.
Baby, how that's my fault?
A, because you don't say no when you should. And B, because you don't threaten to throw nobody's stuff away.
Now, well, first of all, we have a whole live car, a vintage car in our garage.
That's different.
But listen, it's a big garage, guys, but we have a vintage car. Our oldest son has a beautiful vintage car. And so where he lives, he has parking spaces. He don't have a garage. So we were like, because you shady.
No, it wasn't we.
You did tell your son it was okay too, babe.
After you had already agreed to
Babe,
it.
you said it was okay.
After
you
you had
looked me in the
already
face
told
and was
him.
like, babe, go ahead and do it.
After you already told him you were doing
But
it.
you still did it. Player, don't be trying to put it out here on me.
Wow.
So half of that garage is the car. So we kind of put our stuff on the side. Our stuff is like a L shape because the car take up all the space. So let's get that, because I don't want the family to think that everything in there is a whole bunch of full garage when it's a car in the garage first.
Okay.
So let's say that first.
No,
Shall
I
we,
get
my
that,
brother?
but even with that though, there's still so much stuff that we don't
No.
touch in that
Don't
garage.
do that. So I'm about to go in sections.
No, but there's stuff in that garage you haven't touched in years.
I'm about to go in sections.
Yeah, okay, go in sections.
Section 1, guys. You walk into the garage on the left side. That section, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 bins in there, or our winter clothes, our fall and winter clothes, and shoes, because we flip it. Our closet right now is very summery.
10.
We have what?
10 bins.
10 bins, yes.
10.
10 bins.
1, 2, 3,
Baby,
4, 5,
our shoes,
6, 7,
all of our
8,
boots, all of our
9,
shoes, babe.
Yes.
Wait, bruh. All of our shoes. Then it's our coats and our jackets.
First of all, it ain't all our shoes.
Our clothes.
My shoes in the closet.
All your shoes are not in the closet,
My
babe.
shoes in the closet.
Babe, all your shoes not in the closet.
What,
Bruh.
I got a pair of old flip-flops out there?
Can we
Old
get
pair
back
of
to
sandals?
I'm getting back to my section. Okay, because we're talking about decluttering. So that part we can't declutter. Hello?
Actually, you talking about keeping. I'm talking about decluttering.
No, I'm saying
you justifying why you got to keep it.
No. So that's the winter clothes. We don't keep baby.
Family.
So now we're about to flop out and we're about to take all of our summery
Family.
clothes.
Do you see my problem I have
No,
with family?
because I'm gonna tell you where I'm going to go do decluttering at. Because you're absolutely right. Because I thought about this too after we did this segment, and after our guest who come. Ooh, when y'all meet her, when y'all listen to, ooh, she hurt your feelings. So she has been to my garage and she has given me instructions and homework already about, no, ma'am, we're not doing this. So there is going to be some decluttering going on. But she did say the first section, because we sectioned it off, babe. So that first section is all about the clothes. It's all about the clothes and stuff like that. And so now all the summer clothes and all the summer shoes and all that stuff that's in the house will go out to the garage, and all the winter stuff, if we like it. So that's another thing. If we like it. So we're going to go through it. If we don't like it, we'll Goodwill it. We'll give it to someone who needs it.
I don't like none of it. Get rid of all of it.
You want all of your just brand new corduroy jackets, blazers to go away and all that stuff?
Them were my fat man jackets.
Oh, see, this is the problem too. We're going to get on that too. Now this joker done lost all this weight, but we'll talk about this weight loss about 2 weeks from now. We're going to talk about our health. That's what we're going to talk about.
Them was my fat man jackets. I can't
Can
even
we
wear
not
them
talk
no
about
more.
this right now? Wait
I'm
till we
just
get on our
saying.
health segment. But anyway.
I was fluffy when you bought them.
I cannot stand.
I'm not fluffy no more.
We will talk about the
I'm just
health.
saying.
Oh, he's a show off, y'all. But we'll get there. So what we're gonna do? She said, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. What you don't like out of that winter, you're not gonna take back in that house, and then you bring back out your summer and put in your fall and winter. So that's that section. The next section we will declutter, because there's a lot of books. We are bookheads. We love books. We read a lot, guys. And so there maybe there's some books that we could give away or take to the book rack, because at the book rack, that's another thing to tell you guys about decluttering. If you have a lot of books, because we're going to give you what we're doing and tips too. So if you have a lot of books, you can sell your books. You can give some to the library or sell your books. We could sell our books to book rack. We don't get any cash, but they give us credit. So whenever we go buy books from them that we want new books, they just take about 30 or 20% off or whatever, and the books become even cheaper. And normally the books start at $5 or $6 when we get through to like 80 cents.
I had my books in my room on a bookshelf.
You gonna do that too?
But somebody needed space, and so now my books get all packed up in a cardboard box and thrown in the garage.
They were not thrown.
They
were placed.
I'm not gonna say no names because I'm not a snitch out here.
They were placed.
But her initials, Angela Crenshaw.
I don't think that's how that works, babe.
Because my stuff got thrown out because she
Bruh.
ain't having no space for her stuff.
Bruh, I'm just saying. So look,
I'm just saying.
So at that point, so we're gonna do that. So that's one tip. If you have books, or you can sell them on Amazon, especially if you have any textbooks, you can sell them on Amazon. Anything that you want to do.
Can I get my tip real quick?
What's your tip, baby?
Can I get my tip?
Don't do it, baby. Go ahead.
Can I get my tip?
Go ahead, give your tip,
I can
baby.
get my tip.
Give your tip.
Cool. So family, here's my tip. When you start this decluttering process, I need you to first come out of the denial stage. Because if anybody has paid attention to anything when it comes to seeking help, the very first thing they tell you in any program, any 12-step program, any Alcoholics Anonymous, any drug, any type.
Really, baby?
The first thing they tell you
What they
is
tell
that
you, baby?
first you have to admit that there's a problem.
Are you done?
And once you admit that you have a problem and stop surfing down the sea of denial,
Am I surfing?
then and
Are you
only
speaking,
then,
are you speaking about me?
huh?
Are you talking about me?
I'm just what I'm doing is I'm giving the family
The tips.
some general
Little
tips.
And if I fall in any
Out
of those
here.
categories, then
And if one of the tips happen to hit you in the top of the head, let it hit you is what I'm saying.
Carry on.
But family, first, come out of denial and realize that you are holding on to some stuff that you haven't used in 14 years.
That is a story from the pit of hell.
You got a shirt that you took your 7th grade picture in, and yet you still holding on to it.
Oh, but you come back to that same side.
You ain't seen them days in a long time. But yet, you was holding on to it. Let it go.
Yes.
That shirt will never be back in style. Sir, I'm talking to you. Sir, you right there. Put the coffee down, sir, because I'm talking to you. That shirt with the butterfly collar ain't never
With a ruffle.
coming back in style.
It ain't coming back.
You ain't seen that size since you was 13 years old.
Oh, you rude, bruh.
You's a grown man now. You ain't gonna see, your body ain't built the same as it was
You
when
so
you was
rude.
13.
You so rude.
Sir, let the shirt go.
Thank you for the tip, baby.
Continue. That's my tip.
Oh, that was your tip? Your tip? Okay.
That's my tip.
That's his tip. Okay.
I'll be back with another one.
I'm scared though. So you go ahead and you give her those books. So that's what we're doing. And again, another tip that he said, you have to have somebody that's going to help you with that, because I needed help with it, because I will hold on to the stuff. When you meet her, you will realize that there's no holding on to absolutely nothing if it doesn't, as what the lady said, if it doesn't bring you joy.
If it doesn't bring you
then
joy.
you bring you joy. But so that's what we're doing with the books as we go down the row. So now we away from the books.
I want to elaborate on that just for a second.
Go ahead.
Because I don't want to overskip that part, because that is huge to this.
Yeah.
So family, if you find yourself in a place where you truly do need to declutter anything in your life right now, whether it's your home, whether it's your personal life, whatever, it is best to find somebody that you trust.
Seriously.
And someone that you trust, that you know there's no judgment,
Right.
There's no condemnation,
Yeah.
But they're going to give you an honest, unbiased opinion,
Right.
Because the thing about clutter is that clutter has nothing to do with the physical thing. It's all emotional.
It's emotional in the memories
It's emotional in memory.
that you attach to it.
Yeah, and so you don't want to get rid of something because there's memories tied to it, or there's emotions tied to it, but you're drowning in the clutter.
Right.
And what you have to do is get someone, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a best friend, someone who can have an unbiased opinion
And say no.
and look at it from a new perspective,
Right.
to help you work through it.
Yeah, and the greatest thing that I will say to you guys, that out of sight, out of mind. And the garage is so out of sight, out of mind, because we don't really go in that garage too much.
I don't.
Well, Sanchez doesn't. I don't go in there.
I get yelled at when I go in there.
Yeah, because he places it. He had his bike thrown. It was anyway.
First of all, my bike was not thrown.
It was thrown. It felt like it was thrown to me.
It was placed.
It was placed. Okay, placed. And so so it's best to make a day or 2 days or 3 days, whatever it takes, to say, you know what, I'm going to go in that garage and see what is really needed. Because right now, the way that we're living right now, even with our pantry, with our cabinets, with our clothes and everything, now we're living in this situation where we're saying, is there a place to put it? Not shove it. Not hide it, But is there a place in your cabinet for it? Is there a place in your pantry for it where it's not going to look like overflowing like we had? Is there a place for it in the garage? Is it so? That's how. Is that not true? Because that's what we're doing now. And if it's like when we go food shopping, be like, oh, so there's no place for that, then we can't get it. And if there's no place for it, that means that we have it already. So we also cannot go into shopping without going into pantry. Cannot go without going in the refrigerator now if there's no place for it. But here's the funny part about that. Before I get back to the garage. We had to stop keeping the bowls because we would go to
we
a
talked
lot
about this before,
of Indian restaurants, the takeout
bowls,
the black ones, not any kind, but the black ones that you would normally buy at Walmart for like $5.
Yeah.
And so we had so many. So now, and last week I think we went to Tahala. It's an Indian restaurant, and I almost cringed when I threw the bowl away. I was devastated, but there was no room for it. There was no room for it. It could not stay.
Yeah, right now we're living off the Rosie principle, and I've talked about this before.
Go ahead,
Rosie from the Jetsons. We're living off the Rosie principle. A place for everything and everything in its place.
That's neatly and not overcrowded.
Yeah. A place for everything and everything in its place. And if there's not a place for it, then we don't need it.
Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. And I think that's the whole thing that we're trying to do right now. So we're totally on the garage now because we've done that in the house now. We've done that. And I think what's going to happen even more so when we take the summer clothes out, we will relook at that again about not because of COVID-19 that we didn't wear the summer clothes, but how long we kept putting them in and out of this closet. And that's the next thing.
You really should let me in that garage, though.
No.
Just give me 24 hours.
Because
24 hours.
No, because
all I need.
Because you're a gutter and everything doesn't need to be gutted. Baby.
Everything needs to go.
It does not need to go. So back to my sections.
Garage sale.
No. That's another thing, guys. You can have, even if you have what you call apartment living, which I didn't know because this young lady showed me that. She put her garage stuff in Craigslist and she put it on Facebook Marketplace, and they would call her and then she would take them to the garage because her garage is next to ours, which is hysterical.
Oh yeah,
she was not playing, and she sold every single thing in that garage. Like every time I went past the garage, it was a couple of cars pulling up, and she took appointments. So she didn't take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just couldn't come. She would make an appointment for them every day, different people to come, and she cleared her garage. So I know, and the reason why I know she totally empty because there's someone in that garage now, baby.
Right.
There's some new people. But so that's another thought, another tip that you can do as well. And probably, like you said, probably what we'll do, because we have a lot of appliances and stuff that we don't utilize anymore as
garage
well.
Sale.
Okay, babe, garage sale.
Give me 24 hours.
No, 24.
24 to 36 business
So
hours
the
is
next
all I need.
section, that next section of the L, that section right there, that's no garage. That's Pooh stuff. We've been blessed that people, before Pooh was born, gave us clothes, high chairs, 2 strollers, walker.
But Pooh don't live here though.
Yeah, but we're not gonna because Pooh but the stuff that people gave us we use for Pooh while he here.
Yeah, but Pooh don't live here though.
It don't matter. He needs his space.
See, this is family. Do you understand the plight I'm walking in right now, family?
Because, babe, listen.
No, because here's my thing. And family, if you're paying attention, I hope you picked up on it. There's a justification for all this stuff.
Just the one side of it. I haven't got to the other where it makes an L, because that's the stuff that really we have to go through that I know is going away. So the next Pooh stuff. After Pooh stuff, then we make, and that next picture, because of the house that we used to live in, we have a lot of black art. A lot, we do.
Yeah, art.
So we have a lot of art. So that's there too. So now when we make that other turn, that's stuff that I have to go through that's going to have to go away. I think the only bin over there that won't go away is because we have so many pictures of our children, we're making scrapbooks. That's the only thing that's not going to go away.
Here's the thing, though. You just started from the front of the L to the end of the L, and you ain't got rid of nothing.
No, that's what I'm just saying.
So out of 45 bins,
that's
only
not
one
45
can go away?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you I'm just giving you one of the ideas. But what I'm saying, wait, let me finish.
Send help, family.
Let me finish. But there's behind the car, there's about 9 bins. I believe that I know for sure that all of those bins are going away.
There's got to be a support group for somebody like that.
No, there's 9. I'm getting rid of 9 bins of stuff.
And that leaves 38 left.
No, baby, it It does not, babe. It does not. It is
bins.
10 bins. It is 10 bins right there. Then it's 5 bins for what I said earlier. And then there's the pictures and the section. Pooh stuff is huge. So there's not bins for Pooh's section. It's just a lot of his like I said, high chair, things that people have blessed us with and things that we bought. And we have to make room anyway because Pooh Christmas stuff got to go in there. When we start Christmas shopping in October, guys, we're so excited for Pooh. We started
it's almost November, right?
Right. So we start this week and then going into November and we're done before Christmas.
Family, I'm realizing as we continue throughout this episode ain't really helping nobody, and I'm gonna tell you why. because I'm not helping my wife. My wife, if it's not even helping my wife, it ain't helping nobody out here. It ain't, because I'm telling you, family, this is the problem. Actually, you know what? When I think about it, I'm glad you took this stance. I'm glad this is the stance that you took on this topic. So you can show the family the follies of their ways. You are the cautionary tale.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, family, because he gets on my nerves. I'm gonna show you I don't have a lot of space. I'm gonna take a picture of the garage and I'm gonna put it on our page, and I'm gonna, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm going to do, people.
You know what, family? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Because family, we ain't helping nobody on this one. Family, we ain't helping nobody. Because family,
I think so.
I understand.
I think we're helping, babe.
Everything that my wife has said since hello into this microphone, no. I need you to understand it's a cautionary tale.
No, listen.
Because this is how easily you can justify declutter.
Baby, no, listen to me. I'm getting rid of 10 bins, right?
They probably empty.
They not empty, babe. I'm getting rid of 10 bins, first of all. We're getting rid of books. We're selling books. We're getting rid of stuff. We're going to have like a maybe...
Who books we getting rid of?
Don't worry about it, bro. You said gut it all. Get rid of it all. So your books is part of that then, bro. Don't...
Playboy.
Now, all of a sudden... Now... See what I'm saying, family? Now, all of a sudden, he got something he want to say. What's up?
If my James Pattersons
of course, I would never do that to your James Patterson, but your other books...
You sleeping in the vintage car.
Your other books...
In the garage.
Your other books gotta go play. Because you do have some books. Don't even front your little Star Trek books, your little Final Destination Journey books. Don't play with me. Don't tell the family the truth. Don't be acting like I'm the only person out here doing it, okay? Don't do it.
What you're not gonna do with the tone and the disrespect in your voice...
Whatever.
Is say Star Trek in that manner.
I'm just saying.
That's what you're not gonna do.
Because he buys a lot of Star Trek books. So
first of all, the ones I purchase are actually Deep Space Nine.
Well, Deep Space Nine.
It's I'm not even going into that.
Okay, so don't let Sanchez sit up here and fool y'all like see what he telling me? James Patterson books nowhere. Now the Deep Space Nine books are going away.
I got one box.
Bro, you got more than one. You got more than one book box, bro.
Out of the 345 items that's in that garage, 3 of them.
Don't try it.
Maybe mine. And I think you done stuffed some of your stuff in one of my boxes.
I did not. Whatever, people.
Family, my wife is a cautionary tale. I'm telling you, family.
You know what? Let's wrap it up. Because, obviously, I tell you what, family, I'm going to send you a picture. You make your own decision, okay? Because Sanchez a hot mess.
Family,
that's all I got to say.
Family, all I'm saying
That's all I'm saying.
And this is going to be my final thought.
Say your final thought.
This is my final thought.
Say your final thought, baby.
Be cautious of this is all I'm saying. Because as my wife has proven in the time that we've been having this conversation, is that you can very easily justify
don't listen to him
holding on to the clutter that's in your life.
I'm not holding on to anything.
Don't hold on to it, family. Let it go.
Family, let it go, absolutely. But if there's things in there that brings you joy
and
always has someone to help you if you think it's hard.
As an old Chinese proverb once said.
What?
If you love something, let it go.
Is that the...
And if it comes back to you, it was meant to be yours.
Is you sure that was a Chinese proverb?
I'm pretty sure. I might have read in the fortune cookie somewhere. I don't know.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think that was.
But I feel like it's an old Chinese proverb.
Whatever, player.
But what I'm saying, family, is use my wife's example as a cautionary tale.
Really, babe? Really?
Because when you get into this clutter zone, you will easily justify why you got all this clutter in your life. Can
I give my tips? Is that your tip? Is this your final thought?
Go ahead, because you got 13 final thoughts.
Family, no, I'm going to do really good. Family, this is my final thought. when it comes to the garage, because it's out of sight, out of mind. Go in the garage. Take someone who trusts you. Go through, before you start throwing anything out, go through all of that stuff and go, okay. And as you're going through it, saying, is it necessary? Does it bring me joy? And do I need it? And ask yourself this question: how long has it been sitting in there? Because the majority of the time it's been sitting there for a very long time, and you don't go in that garage, then it needs to go away. And again, we have a detached garage, so we don't even go down the hill for it, right? You may have a garage that's attached to your home or by your home, and you still have things that's on your shelves or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. And then if you feel like you can't do it, take a friend, someone who's not biased, someone that will help you go through that and get rid of the clutter. Hello?
And most importantly, family, when you bring that person in, listen to them. Don't just veto everything they say. That defeats the purpose. Don't do a Angela Crenshaw.
What?
Don't bring somebody in and then argue them down on why this gotta stay. Cautionary tale, family. Cautionary tale.
We gotta go, family. Because I don't even like him. We gotta go, family. Hey. But I am gonna get y'all a picture so you can see that I don't have that much because the car takes up the space. Yeah, okay. But go ahead, family. I'm sorry. We love you guys. We love you. Go ahead,
family.
Baby.
As always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being a part. We truly do appreciate you. However you're listening to us, whether it's on Instagram. I did it again. Whether it's on iTunes, whether it's on Podbean, whether it's on Spotify, whether it's on Google Play, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's iHeartRadio, on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. We thank you so much for listening. We are interactive, which means we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all in the Crenshaw Corner. And then, of course, at any time, you can email us at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Come on now.
Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. And family, as always, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.